We're back! Again! I know, I just did a stream yesterday. I know, it's crazy. And normally, I don't stream twice. But, something magical happened today. A Nintendo Direct, perhaps. And do you know what was shown in it? A remake of Mario RPG. The fourth Pikmin game. And a new 2D Mario game that looked really cool, by the way. Mario turned into an elephant. I don't know why he turned into an elephant, but he did, and it was great. Now, normally, I do the randomizer. But today, we start anew. We start something so stupid, so dumb, so ridiculous, that perhaps my sanity shall go like 50% down just by proxy of me doing this. Now, if you're confused about what's about to happen, don't worry, I'll explain it. So basically, a long time ago, when I was a young game guy, I decided I wanted something more challenging. Thus, I created a challenge. And now, future me is about to do that challenge again in front of like 30 million people. Because, why not? Now, I know I'm probably not supposed to show this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm awesome. I'm about to play. So if you're confused about what's happening, I'm about to play this game, even though it's not anything like what the actual Mario Bros. Game was. I don't know if we play like actual Mario games on stream other than Mario Maker, but I'm assuming it'd be fine because it's me. But yeah, so what's about to happen is a little something I'd like to call a video game challenge that I came up with a long time ago, and I said, you know what? I want to do it again because I'm just that ridiculous. If you're wondering what stupid video game challenge I'm about to do, you're gonna find out soon. Just give me 1 second. I have to plug in the computer, and it's gonna die. My video game challenges that I put on myself because I just don't like myself apparently usually involve something completely ridiculous, and this one is no different. Today's stupid video game challenge, if I can actually get this stupid charger to get in this hole. There we go. All right. Today's stupid video game challenge is play New Super Mario Bros. Except there's a catch, because there's always a catch with my stupid video game challenges. I have to beat the game without getting any power-ups. So basically what that means is I'm not allowed to get any mushrooms or propeller shrooms or anything that makes Mario anything more than small, basically. So basically it's small Mario only, is what it is. I can still defeat enemies, I can still do all that stuff. I'm just not allowed to get any power-ups. So basically it's power-upless. Oh, by the way, checkpoint flags count as a power-up because technically you grow when you go past them, so they count as a power-up. So not only is the challenge power-up-less, it's also checkpoint-less because I hate myself. So basically I'm just going to kill myself. That's basically what's about to happen. I'm about to go through insanity and a half. So hopefully this goes well. I'm not sure how well this challenge is going to go with people. I don't know if people are going to be like, oh, what's happening here? Why is this happening? But basically, yeah, I'm just going to try to beat the game without getting a power-up. If I accidentally get one, I'll just lose it. But basically, yeah, I'm basically just going to try to beat the game without using any power-ups is the idea. I'm also going to try to avoid one-ups. Because one-ups don't physically change Mario, but I just wanted to get that much harder on me. So this is one-up-less, hopefully. This is one-up-less. I can't get any power-ups, and I can't do any checkpoints. One-ups from coins don't count. I can still get the red coins too, but basically, yeah, that's what the challenge entails, is that I'm not allowed to get any power-ups. I consider myself pretty good at this game, but I'm not as good at this game as I am at Mario Maker or something like that. I could still hit the blocks that the power-ups come out of, by the way, because it'd be a little silly if I couldn't do that. At least I have 5 lives? I forget if 0's a life in this game or not. Alright, first level already down. For the first 3 worlds, it's not going to be that interesting, but once we get into the later worlds, it's going to get kind of crazy. I would never do the challenge in Mario Maker, by the way, because I have like a 10,000 level cap or something stupid like that, so one-ups on the top of the flagpole also don't count because they aren't actually one-ups. They're just things you get from the top of the flagpole. It'd be a little silly if I had to avoid that. Star coins, I can get star coins. There's not really any reason for me to get star coins, but I can. I can grab power blocks too. Those aren't power-ups. They're just things you can pick up. Basically anything that makes Mario, I guess, more powerful is what I'm not allowed to grab. But picking things up and like throwing them around doesn't count because they're not power-ups. I guess a shell would technically be a power-up in Mario 3D World, but this isn't Mario 3D World, so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna probably talk over the gameplay, just tell why I came up with this stupid idea, and go slightly insane because I always forget how you actually play this game. The game might also crash. This is a very old game, so I'm going to have to do some stupid stuff if that happens. Also, no warp cannons. We're doing every single level because I hate myself. There's a couple of levels I'm already thinking of that's going to be a little annoying, but other than that, it'll be fine. Okay, so this is a Yoshi level. I don't consider Yoshi a power-up, but for the sake of the challenge, no Yoshi. Because I want to make this as tough as possible. It might not seem that hard, but remembering what blocks give you the power-ups and which ones don't is a lot harder than you think. Also, if I grab a flagpole by accident, that's my fault because I'm so used to grabbing them. Okay, I grabbed it and then it didn't get grabbed. That's a little weird. Oh boy. Hold on, I got an idea. But Mario, get up there. There we go. Alright. First obstacle has been done. No warp. Like I said, no warp cannons either. I'm playing every level. And those aren't levels, technically. Oh, by the way, I'm not allowed to get any items either. So I can't use any items, like, at all. I also can't help the Toads either. I don't know why he didn't just jump on that Goomba, but okay. It's a gold time! And here we have our, well, not really challenging, but first challenging level. If you don't know how to play the If you don't know how to play this game, then it's challenging, I guess. Thankfully, I grew up on this game, so I'm very coerced to play this level with this challenge. Can't grab that. Yeah, I mean the new Mario game looks like a newer Super Mario Bros. Game, like one of those fan games. Seriously? I can get right coins. I just can't get all 8. But I can get enough to say, perhaps. Cool. But yeah, I call this the powerless challenge because Mario is powerless. I just hope the game go. I just hope the game looks good because I'm not sure. The second file I had, by the way, if you noticed that, that's another challenge that I'm just kind of doing on my own. I like to call it the knockout challenge or the statue challenge. And basically, what it is I'm trying to beat the game while carrying 3 non-moving characters. But why I call it the knockout challenge is if in that file, if Mario dies, they have to swap back to Luigi. And if Luigi dies, it's like Yellow Toad, and if Yellow Toad, it's blue. Or they can just, or it can be any character really. Whoever's closest to my extendable hands. I hate these things. Quite extendable. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to join, by the way. I'm not sure about that. I mean, it's like, how even is it? It's almost 2:30, so not sure. I just felt like doing it. Ignore my phone, by the way. It's annoying. Although that might have been somebody saying, "Hey, I can't join." No, I'll see it later. I'll see it after this level. Here comes my least favorite level enemies in the game. I'm actually a little shocked I got past those guys. I hate those spiny cheap stuff. They're so annoying. Like I said, it probably doesn't look hard, but it gets pretty damn hard after a while. Especially when you get to like World 3. Our first boss. Alright, so here's the thing. Those items don't count. I'm still not going to use them, but if I have to go past an enemy to continue off the map, then I say that it doesn't count. Besides, I'm not going to use the items anyway, so it's not like it matters. First death! And to be fair, I didn't even see that Koopa, so I was so focused on Mario, I didn't notice the Koopa that was right next to me. And don't worry, this isn't going to be the last video game challenge I do. There's going to be more. I'm thinking of a couple right now. I could even do like another video game challenge in the video game challenge stream. But it would involve me having to do something really stupid. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Damn it! I forgot. I can't grab the... Okay, fine, whatever. That's fine. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. I did that by accident, sorry. I'll just, ignore that. It was bound to happen. To be fair, I was going so fast, I don't think I would have, like, escaped it anyway. It was at the end of the level anyway, it's not like it mattered. Besides, I got rid of the mushrooms, so... Yeah, if I accidentally grab the flagpole, I'll just get rid of the mushroom, and then I'll just... Maybe I'll try going back, like, to the start of the level to, like, really make it challenging, but I don't know. Haven't thought about it. So after this world, actually, I'm gonna try to do another video game challenge just because I feel like it. This video game challenge is completely ridiculous, by the way. It's one of my favorites that I did, like, ever. And it's the dumbest idea, but it's actually really cool. I don't know why I did that. Oh my god, why did I do that? That was so stupid. Why did I just... What was I thinking? I don't know. That was dumb. I don't know why I did that. That was so stupid. Cool! Let's try that again. So yeah, after this world, I'm gonna try another video game challenge. It's equally as stupid, but it's one of my favorites. I did it again. I did this one a while back. In fact, I might actually, if I have an open file with it. No, whoa, jeez. It was going too fast. I couldn't react. This is also a one-hit KO challenge, too. So if Mario gets hit at all, he's just dead. I guess the mini mushroom could be considered not really a power-up, but... I mean, it changes Mario, so I guess it doesn't count. So I guess it counts. But seriously, that new Super Mario Bros. That Mario Bros. Game that's coming out, it looks really good. For some reason, I don't know why they made this one specifically really good. Probably because everyone's like, we're sick of the old formula changing. But I don't know what that was. But yeah, I'm gonna try the other video game challenge. It's the dumbest thing in the world, but it's one of my favorites. I'm just gonna have to see how... Oh, Swedish is here. Swedish is here! Look at that! Hi, Swedish. I'm not sure if you want to join or not, but if you do, the link is in Discord, but I'll put it on in the YouTube chat too. Give it a second. There it goes. You can witness me die like 1,000 times in my other video game challenge. I'm not sure how well I'm going to do with that one, but it's completely ridiculous. It's just as ridiculous as this one. All right. It's going to take me a moment to beat this level. Oh, wait, no, I can't grab that. That also just went through the swamp. All right. I'll just hope that dry bones doesn't go where I am. No, I'm good. All right, I'll beat this boss, and then I'll see how good I am at Mario Galaxy, I guess. I can't make. It's like the only character in the series that has like an actual name. I do hate how shaking is like detached to the remote. It's really annoying. Get that key, Mario. Hi, Junior. The princess could definitely just jump off the thing, but I guess that's not going to happen because it's a Mario game and there's no plot and whatever. Unless you're talking about Galaxy. And I guess Mario Bros. Wonder 2, but... Go back! I love that. Mario's voice clips in this game are great. Excellent. Excellent. Would you like to save? I would love to save. Right. Let's get the next challenge ready. Give me 1 sec. The second challenge has nothing to do with the randomizer, but it does have to do with Mario again. Give me 1 sec. I also have to grab the nunchuck. All right, let's make another one of my favorite video games harder. Because that's apparently just what I do. I'd like to do this with Galaxy too, but I suppose Galaxy will have to do. Just give me 1 second. Gotta get the game right. There we go. Alright, give it a second. Give the game 1 moment. There it goes. Let's do this. Although, yeah, I forgot my nunchucks a little weird. Ah, yes! One of my favorite games. Galaxy! Why is it one of my favorite games? That's a good question. But this this masterpiece of a game is just excellent. It's one of my favorites. Normally, oh, actually, you know something? I don't think any of these have what I need. This one's the closest. Nah, he'll have to do. Here, I'll get rid of this Mario. Are you sure you want to erase your file? Yes, I am. I'm sure, game. I'm sorry. Yes, part 2 of my stupid video game challenges, in which I, again, have way too much fun hating myself. Let's do. I'll do Yoshi, I guess. And now we have a giant floating Yoshi head. Don't question why. Nothing makes sense in this game. This is one of my favorite games, but that means I'm going to do a stupid video game challenge of it. Hooray! Oh, right. I got to do the story, too. Let's see here. Every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Kingdom. Sorry, that's an inside joke between me and Roy. The comet was so large one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. Only 2 people saw it, though. It was a toad and a toadette. They were just kind of doing their own thing, having a picnic, and then they just saw it for some reason. Don't ask why. The toads brought the shooting stars to the castle when they became a great power star, and then it broke and everybody died. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Kingdom. Unfortunately, it was actually a very sad time, because the second they created the star, it exploded and everybody just died. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet. Only the comet, though. That's it. They don't celebrate anything else. It's just the comet. And now Peach is on the moon. Don't ask me why. It's the Star Festival. There's something I'd like to give you from Peach. I'm interested in this something she'd like to give me, and now Mario's an airplane. Woohoo! And Mario's going over there. Where the hell is he going? Mario. Oh, yeah. By the way, my nunchuck is a little busted, so there's 2 video game challenges going on right now. My nunchuck and the other video game challenge I'm about to do, which is equally as stupid as the Mario Bros. One. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Let's get to the castle. I'm not voicing any of these toads, I'm sorry. They hurts my throat. And now there's meteors! Because apparently Bowser could just shoot meteors for some reason. Why he didn't do this before, I'm not too sure. Bowser's actually just a giant ball of light now, apparently. He's 4 balls of light. He's turning everybody into crystals! Crash Bandicoot was right. There was a source of power all along. Was the crystals. Clearly. Yeah, I know I'm making fun. I'm making fun of this game, but I love this game so much, dude. This is such a good game. I'll always love this game. It's so good. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to make fun of it. I'm just going to hold this thing in my arms. I don't know where I got it from. Yeah, if only Roy were here, he'd do Bowser. I guess I'm going to have to do Bowser for him. I'll give him a great voice. It'll be great. Now, Bowser. Princess Peach! You're formally invited to the creation of my new galaxy, because I can apparently just create galaxies now. By the way, your Toad Guards kind of suck at their job. This festival's over! And now I'm just creating lightning. I'm apparently Thor now. And now it's in her eyeball. Well, that happened. I'm just gonna go run away. Actually, you can't run away, Mario. I'm sorry. The video game challenge will start once the game starts. Because technically the game hasn't, like, started yet. I want to do this first, and then I can do the video game challenge. The UFO is on top of the castle! I'm also not sure if Swedish is still here or not, but... He might just be taking a minute, I don't know. And now it's blue! If it's blue, you know what to do. Unless you're these guards. Seriously, they're like the most useless start guards in the world. Mario. Why is it Mario one of her guards? That would have been kind of cool. We're gonna put our anchors underneath the castle! Because that's a great plan. And now they're lifting the castle up. Maybe I just wanted an excuse to play this game because I love this game so much. Apparently Bowser's airships are also just, you know, they're so well put together they can lift an entire fucking castle into space. Into space! I'm not sure how he's doing that, but that's kind of impressive. That's my name, don't wear it out! How am I supposed to get up there? Also, how am I breathing? Great voice acting. Is he just gonna stand there? Well, Mario's dead. Game's over, everybody. Mario's dead. And then Peach died. I'm not sure how he did that, but Bowser's apparently a black mage or something, or like black magic or something like that. Holy crap, I'm alive? How am I alive? What the heck are you? Oh, by the way, I'm doing Mario. It's another inside joke with me and Roy, but I love doing Mario. It's great. Finally, you're awake. Let's play. Did I just witness you transform it into a rabbit? There's something wrong with me. What is this video game I've set myself into? Wait, am I not supposed to know that? So, Mario Galaxy! One of my favorite games. I can also jump with A. Look at that. Look at my triple jump. It's great. Let's play hide and seek. How old do you think I am? I don't play hide and seek anymore. If you catch... Oh, wait, hang on. This is another inside joke between me and Roy, but every time there's red X, I scream it. So, hang on, this is going to be something stupid. If you catch all of us, we'll tell you about where you are. I make it more fun for myself, I'm sorry. It's just what I do. Let's see here. Yeah, one of them's in there. I haven't played this game in a while, so I might be a little rusty. Am I running upside down? Somebody's got to tell these processors how the graphics work. You caught me. You're right. I did catch you. Oh, I knew I should have hidden in the crater. But that's not out of context at all. I'm just gonna go inside of this warp pipe. Wait, why is there a warp pipe here? That doesn't make sense. How would they know about the warp pipes? Who put them there? Were they always there? Mamma mia. You caught me! That's the exact same dialogue from the other dude. And they're both pointing me towards the crater. Which I think is right here. What the heck was that? Oh, I did it! I can't believe I let myself get caught. Let yourself, so you just let me catch you. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, you caught us. You caught all of us. Maybe you really can help, Mama. Mama. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Yo, sorry about bringing you here so suddenly. We should probably tell you where you are. Yes, that would be very useful. You probably should have done that when I woke up here and almost died. And it's not letting me press A. Cool, awesome. I love technology. It's great. Oh, right, the blue. What was the blue? I think it was me sinning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's a connection here to deep space, far from your land. We call it the gateway to the starry sky. Well, at least I know what I am, even if he yelled it at me. Mama's waiting up above. Please help him with whatever she asks. Please do as Mama asks. Oh, great. First I end up on this weird planet, and now I have to help some alien girl. What is with this game? Hasn't even started yet. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello there. I'm sorry, are you Mama or are you not Mama? It's hard to tell sometimes. I've been watching you from here. This place is called the Gateway to the Starry Sky! My name is Rosalita! I watch over and protect the cosmos. I'm sorry, every time. It never gets old. You can just call her Princess Luna, though. To save your princess... What? I don't know what I was about to say, but no, hold on. To save your special one, you'll need the power that travels through space. The challenge still hasn't started yet, by the way. Luma can give you this power. I will entrust you with his care. Are you sure that that's a good idea? Ah! He just smacked me in the face! I think I got blind! Alright, pink will be like a very shaky text. So here, I'll do this. You have the ability to spin now. Shake that. Shake the Wii remote. Disaster has struck us, just as it visited you. With Luma, I hope you can rescue the grand stars. May the stars shine down on you. But I guess she's just gonna go away now. Wait, what was I supposed to learn? I completely forgot. I already forgot. I've only been here for a couple of days. Shake it! Shake the Wii remote to spin into things that look breakable. You can even spin enemies to stun them. Thank you for that wonderful tutorial. This is a launch star. Oh wait, hold on. This is a launch star. Launch star. Shake the remote when you're near one to shoot through space like a comet. I'm sorry. This is fun. This is fun for me. Now go and explore the universe. There are lots and lots of galaxies for you to discover. All right, get over there. Now the challenge begins. All right. The challenge of today. Play the game with only 1 HP. The challenge begins anew. You earn 1 additional Mario. Because there wasn't enough of me to go around. I actually managed to clone myself. Don't ask me why. It's a long story. Especially don't ask me why. I don't want to talk about it. It was pretty dramatic. Hi there, good to see you. I have some bad news though. See, I had a launch star already for you, but a meteor smashed it up. So the destroyer mode. Why would you put it in the planet like this anyway? You can't leave without it, so find all the starships. Starships! Starships. Blah. Oh, and be sure not to fall into the black hole. Where are all those starships? I just wanted an excuse to play this game, I think. Because this is one of my favorite games. Don't break. Alright, thank you. I also have a halo on top of my head. Don't worry about that, though. I span again in the middle of my spin. Is that normal? Mamma mia, that was kind of brutal. Get me out of here! One of those enemies should have the key! You can shake the Wii remote to spin them around and make them dizzy. Dizzy. Once they're stunned, just run into them. Yeah, sure, alright. Ah! Get away from me! Ugh. I don't know why, but that Goomba honestly almost kind of scared me. I honestly don't know if Swedish is planning on joining or not. I mean, he's probably doing something. Yo, thanks! Would you mind rescuing my buddy up in that base up there too? I'll transform it to a yellow. Alright, what should I do for yellow? How about I do this? Into a Sling Star. Just jump into me after I transform! That was uppercase red. It was an extra scream. Spin enemies. They then run into them when they're stunned to boot them. What if I wanted to boot a bunch of Goombas? That's what I want to know. Also, how did he get into that cage anyway? Hello. If you take damage, grab a coin to boost your life. Now, why would I ever do that? That's a little silly. Especially when the challenge says not to. I almost died. Alright. That was almost bad. So this is kind of like the 3D version of the challenge I was just doing. Except this one's a lot more harder because it's 3D. You can just spin that guy, by the way, for some reason. Don't ask me why. Nothing makes sense in this game. Maybe Swedish saw what was actually happening and he was like, what the hell? To be fair, I can't blame him. Things get a little nuts when video game challenges get into, fruition. Yo. Hurry, down here! Down this green pipe that I just found for some reason. Don't ask me why. I might do the randomizer. I'm not sure. We've been waiting for you. That's a great star! We have to save it. That looks like a turnip. They're using the great star to power that awful machine! It looks like it's making something. We have to do something before the great star's power is drained. Quick, find a way to stop that terrible machine! Please, save the great star before it's too late. Alright, I'll do it if you can stop killing my throat. Alright. I believe that's all of them. Yep. I believe this Luma says something too. I forget what he says though. Turn off the flip switches on the floor to shut down this machine. Thank you. Now go save the Grand Star! Hurry! The Grand Star! I would do that, but I want to see what this guy says. You did it. Now hurry, take the Grand Star back to our mama. Take the Grand Star to our mama. Mama. What? I don't know. Grab that star. Grand Star, sorry. Look, Mod, no hands! But actually, I have both of my hands. This is a part that look a little bad on the stream. By the way, video games don't like streams that don't like it when there's like a lot of things going on. That might be a problem. Swedish, I don't know what's going on, but your device isn't connected. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hold on. Yeah, try rejoining. That might work. You got a star! I'm not reading all that because it'll hurt my throat. Mario also apparently found a new galaxy or whatever.
Sup?
What's up?
So, what kind of game is this?
This is one of my favorite games, Mario Galaxy.
Ah, that makes sense. Because that's not even Peach.
Also, the beacon is lit again. Shines Weekly maybe is only as far as a class 6 star, but at least the poor Loomis will survive now. I don't feel like reading all this dialogue. Actually, I've seen it all like 1,000 times. As much as I like this story, it's not very needed. So basically, what's happening here is I'm doing a video game challenge where I have to beat. I want to beat this game with only one save because that's just the kind of challenge I want.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just have to get all through this dialogue first. Also, Mario's face. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing this while also kind of making fun of it because, as much as I love this game, it does have some problems. Yep, I know. I had to pull Mario into the gravitational whatever.
Doesn't most of the games have any issues?
Well, I mean, this one does have some, but like, I give it some slack because I like it so much.
I mean, it's like Sonic XC, Sonic X, 06.
But it's not like a glitchy mess and stuff. It's just like there's some things that I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I only been heard that there's a lot of glitch in that game, so I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit strange. If you're looking at some of the games at the Sonic franchise, Sonic has its own games. Shadow has at least one game of its own, and Silver has no game at all. There was before Shadow, even Silver was made of the company and all that, and they made Shadow when he became like the anti-hero or rival to Sonic, and then they made up Sonic Silver and the Hedgehog from the far future, like 20 years in the future, and a lot of theories that Silver was the son of Shadow and Amy, and even one, I believe, was one of the art staff behind the Archie comics. They claimed that Silver was actually the son or descended from Shadow and Amy, and that the fans shouldn't even ask because it wouldn't make no sense. But then the creator and the owner of the Sonic Company make a statement that Silver is not descended from either Shadow or Amy. But if he would be related to Amy, would have been like between her and Sonic. I mean, to be fair, Sonic actually, well, Amy has a lot more feelings for Sonic than anyone else, despite chasing anyone else. Some people calling her blind. I don't know about that.
Yes. Parents, aren't they fun?
Uh, no, they can be. Depend on what.
I'm back.
Yeah,
All right. Challenge continues. As I
even though I know as a
probably
parent,
die like 30 times.
yeah, I know what that was like because my parents told me that they were going to the store earlier around in the afternoon. So I was just home dog sitting, which no problem at all. They decided to go shopping today rather than later this weekend since it's pretty much a big Swedish holiday that's approaching this weekend called Midsummer. It's actually a pretty big deal in not only Sweden but in basically in Denmark, Norway, and Finland. Well, in some other countries along the Baltic Sea, like Estonia or like that. But uh, we usually just in tradition um, barbecue. Uh, it can be anything actually, though. Mostly burgers, meat or something like that, steak, bats, potatoes. I believe there's even fish on can, like not normal like tuna or mackerel, but more other type of um fish. Then usually it's tradition is just to have this pig on fire. So
Um,
well, my family don't do it on bonfire since it is unlikely that there's gonna be any particular big bonfires or any barbecues for most of in the country since it had been quite a dry season where I live. So, but it has rained today and a few days ago, but it's just great. Another part of midsummer tradition is that they put
oh,
up
I'm dead.
another
Uh,
part of tradition.
sorry, what's up?
Never mind, it was nothing important, anyways.
Well, I'm interested in your cultural traditions.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a big any big deal with this thing, though. Just accept that. The funny part of this particular tradition is that they usually set up a pole like a cross, um, dress it in uh, birch tree leaves and in flowers. They even had on the cross that's the beam that's across it. They usually hangs um, rings on it mean the same thing. And another tradition is that for girls, especially, oh, even boys can do it. Um, is to put to collect 7 different flowers and put that underneath your pillow. And as a part of the tradition, that you will dream about the person you will end up marrying eventually. I tried that once many years ago, but no luck whatsoever. They usually even has um, even um, strawberries and vanilla ice cream as like dessert. But yeah, like I said, my parents decided to go to the store today to buy things rather than going later, since otherwise the store will be packed of people, and most of the things that you were looking for more than likely would have been sold out. So so they decided to just go today instead, which I don't think is a bad idea, especially if you were like say, but I know this for this even like the American tradition, Thanksgiving. If you even had bought any like turkey, yeah, try to go to the store to find the turkey in the even on the day before actual Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, it's like almost finding nothing. It's like it's almost impossible to find. Um, if you don't manage to find one turkey, yeah, expect that there might be a fight over that one. And as the last resort, people might even take, I don't know, ham as instead for turkey. I mean that's the uh, it's like, well, you know, sometimes we have to go out for the better options. As as I saw this sci-fi show over a couple of years ago, this was actually made as a web series based on the same series, but only type of not behind the scenes, more like um, this was this one guy who actually used an alien recorder machine or device, recording the daily basis things that happens on board that alien ship that we're stranded on. So um, he mentioned like instead not now that the Thanksgiving is approaching for them and they don't have anything that's you know uh, as turkey or anything like it. So what this guy like he joked about they was gonna have turkey made of tofurkey, or how do you call it? Yeah, that especially when you have around 80 people on board a ship where very limit of food supplies. Yeah, so I have never actually, you know, if I would have to celebrate Thanksgiving and then snort turkey, there's two options I could think to use: either ham or chicken. I mean, especially chicken. I mean, it's very similar to turkey, so. But if you really want to have a turkey for Thanksgiving, really get it early that week before. Otherwise, if you take it over too late, you and your family may not even have turkey for Thanksgiving, especially if you're invited family over. That would have been a big disaster. Am I right?
Yep. See, even Mario agrees. He just said yes.
Has anyone else want to be in the stream right so far?
Not really. It's just been me. I doubt you saw, by the way, the Nintendo Direct they did like a couple minutes ago. Actually, a couple hours ago now, actually. But in the game, Mario turned into an elephant.
It's an elephant?
An elephant. Don't ask me why. I don't know why they did that, but it was the dumbest and yet most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's pretty weird.
Oh, trust me, this series gets a little weird sometimes. I need to get down to 1 HP so I can do this challenge. Alright, I only need... What's my count at? 85? I only need a couple more star bits. Then I can get 100 and get the star. There we go. That's enough. Although there. Uh-oh. My technology is still being a little odd. Because technology.
Well, technology is all bad for some reason.
Yep. Hello there. It's 100, right? Yeah. Take them. I've heard of stuffed turkeys, but this is ridiculous. A new planet was born, because that's definitely how that works. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna need a couple more star bits. Alright, that's gonna take me to the middle of the top. Yep, alright. I guess I didn't really need that. Alright, I was not expecting that to work, but okay. Oh, okay. I wanted to kill one of those Goombas, but I guess this works too. Yeah, I know. Also, sorry to go for a second. That said, this day has been saved. Perhaps I didn't imagine any things. Right. Restart it, and now I know I have to eat. I'm hungry. Um, I will be right back because I have to eat. So,
What's for dinner? Steak?
nope, not this time. We got McDonald's here. Hold on. No, I was gonna ask how you were, but okay.
Doing good. Nothing much happened. You know, mostly been home, watch TV, and be at the computer and dog sitting, and that's pretty much it. Been at the computer most of the day, so has been a lot of dry heat. No, well, not as much as was weeks ago. Not that type of heat wave. It's just like little. It was cloudy, but now I'm not so sure because it did rain earlier, maybe an hour or two ago, but I'm not so sure if it's still raining or at least the ground is wet enough for it to rain. So that is what we really needed. I mean, before this week and last week, then when we had the rain, it has been weeks, like almost a month of a dry season. No rain in sight for almost a month. And there has been a lot of barbecues for, well, any of those typical normal standard grills. Well, if you use coal, was completely forbidden to be being used, except for in your own private property. But other places like in the middle of campsites or middle of nature or anywhere, that was completely forbidden. The risk if that was even the slightest spark can start a pretty much a big forest fire. And we had pretty much two big forest fires here in my country. Um, last one was about almost 10 years ago. And that was considered one of the biggest in my county in modern history. It was, I don't remember exactly how big it was, but it was pretty big. Luckily, that was not even near where I live. It just so that is for the reason I think, and even a lot of people weren't even allowed, had even been allowed to be using waters their on their own yard or even use a swimming pool because during the time when it has been so extremely dry, the ground level water has been very low levels. And our neighbor, he actually bought a new pool which contains Um, see, oh boy, they would be in oh about 5,283 gallons or 20,000 liters. That's extremely large pool, and especially their youngest son, which is about I believe 12, 13. He isn't even allowed to use the pool for next uh four see 5 6 maybe for between 4 to 6 weeks because he broke his arm in an accident. He was using one of those electric scooters, and he had his phone in his left hand, and he stopped and threw out of it and broke his arm. So
That's that's
yeah, so
interesting.
that's
And lucky. It's Malachite.
shit. The Green Goblin is back.
Open up. Open up.
The cat got your tongue?
Hey, Green Lantern, say something.
I know. I'm here. I'm here. Ugh. Just got up a little bit though, so I'm currently trying to eat something to fill my stomach up at the moment. And no, I'm not filling it. And no, I'm not filling it up with peanuts and anything.
Hmm. So then I take it he heard about the Elephant Mario thing. Which seriously, I don't know why they made an Elephant Mario, but it was glorious.
Be right back.
Hmm. So, Malachite, how have you been?
Good. Yeah, I think I might save a spiral for if I do my Drexy, my next stream. Um, because I get to fight. Because I am seriously fighting a bunch of Rhinox.
Hmm.
That was cold.
Mm.
So, how's the weather over there, Mr. Green?
Uh, it's good and okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Yeah, but here it has been quite decent enough with temperature and at least some rain in the afternoon, though. But you know, summer days and what can you do? I mean, it's not like we can be developed.
Pray,
I mean,
pray, wish, and just say, God bless you're not in Tornado Alley.
yeah, I can say these tornadoes are pretty much non-existent here. Not the type of tornadoes that you are being used to. If we had tornadoes, well, let's say they're not even that strong enough. I did actually remember that when I was about 14, I was actually in school. When I get home, I did read this about an article on the TV. Um, well, basically, we did have this type of text TV. You can actually read some short news and articles. But anyways, I did read that a campsite that was located several miles away from where I live, pretty much strong tornado managed to pull about what if 3 or 4 mobile homes off the cliff between 6 or 8 feet up in the air, and then suddenly dropped down. And luckily, there was no one else was inside them. But still, if that happens, it's just for the. I think that tornado was not even closer to the strength that you guys are well used to in the states. Just imagine, I mean, one like this. What if it to be imagined that if you were to see in a class F5 category as a tornado, which is the strongest? How about this? What if you actually suddenly find experienced wind that's like 29 times faster or 29 times as the speed of sound or 25,000, 22,000.
Then heaven really isn't so far away after all.
Yeah, you know, I actually read, well, I read it, but I saw this about a video about some of the most strangest exoplanets that we have discovered. Um, One of those features on this particular planet is that actual rain glass, like actual glass. Well, not the same the type of glass that we are aware of, but silicate particles. But this rain doesn't rain straight down; it rains sideways. And if that rainstorm were to pass on Earth, it would have passed entire equator in just in 5 hours. That's incredible. But
Damn.
having one speed of I believe it was one planet has I think the world had was it 12 or 18,000 miles per hour in speed. That's insane. You know, I wonder if you can even flying a kite in that type of weather. It's still though pretty amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Imagine windsurfing and you're not even going to touch the ground for hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like here on Earth, you can actually only do that at certain altitudes, like if you're in like Mount Everest or at least tall enough. You like even like Freedom Tower, or if you were jumping down from, let's say, Empire State Building. If there were no buildings around and it was strong winds around it in that particular area, that building or structure or building in that height, then yeah, you probably could flying around for a while. I think I believe it was one of the moons in our system that actually I think it is that if you had one of those suits that has like wings between your legs and arms, if you were jump up in the air, you can basically would glide around the whole moon without had to need to land. As a theory, if that's well, but then instead of how we that suit would have to been something that would have to withstand the temperature. Since just not only like say the moon itself or Luna, it has um uh certain like surface temperature. You know, for years, people believe that even the moon had its own atmosphere or its own magnetic field. Well, turned out it didn't had either. Most of the belief was based on the research they made of the moon rocks they brought back from the Apollo missions. But most recently, that nothing. It's I mean it's weird. And Malakat, if I ask you to do this, have you heard if the Mars' core is solid or liquid shape?
I couldn't be for certain.
I heard some. I, I I did read this many times before, a long time ago. I first believe that Mars' core was a complete solid iron and nickel. But it turned out it isn't.
Mm.
And you know, if anyone asks, like, what about Mercury? Does that have a liquid core? Oh yeah, that it does because it's so close to the sun. You know, I tried this on Google, like search. Is it possible to terraform Mercury? It's plausible, but would not recommend it because I mean, it would be possible, but at the same time,
Anything is possible unless you find anything is possible if you find and discover new things within the solar system.
yeah, I mean, one of those planets that, I mean, in our system, there are many worlds like Mars, Venus, Pluto, one of the Jupiter's moons, Titan. All of those worlds have been a target as potential of being terraforming. But Mercury, well, it's unlikely that's going to be because for even if it would be possible, but there's only one issue that I have to think of. Since that they're close proximity to the sun, how how much the radiation from the sun hits on the planet's surface, and how close to the sun it is, and how the temperature is. So even though it would be possible, but at the same time, it's not even recommended. Same thing as like Pluto. Is it possible to terraform Pluto? It is, but very expensive. Considering for one of the things, since if you were standing on, like say, if you're standing on the moon, like here on Earth, you can if you just look at the sun for only a brief second, you can see that it is a big bright globe on the sun, on the sky. But if you're standing on Pluto and looking towards the sun, it's it from it only will be as just a big bright dot in the sky. So if there were been life to terraforming Pluto, you would not be you would not been you would have been expecting the life or to maintain the atmosphere to be dependent on the sun, because if you were required to be has solar power, yeah, it's unlikely, because the further away you get from the sun, the less power from the solar panels will be then effective. And even if the would be terraforming Pluto, it would still takes about 1,000 years and it would be quite expensive. And especially if we were terraform Mars, even our based on the current technological level we had, it would have taken at least 100,000 years for even that possible for humans to walk around on the surface without any bigger suits or just a simple breathing device. And it's also the uh, how to do it. Someone has suggested you use comets to impact near the polar caps, or even use some sort of huge factories to use their own atmosphere of Mars and heat it up. But here's another part of the main issue. Since the planet doesn't even have a strong magnetic field like Earth has, which the magnetic field is the one that actually keeps, you know, the ultraviolet light away from, or even other very deadly solar wind. So without the magnetic field, the planet was very much still, even if we were managed to terraform it, it would only matter of time before the atmosphere would be blown apart again. Because that was one of those strongest theory is the reason why Mars became uninhabitable after such a long time. It is confirmed Mars was once at one point habitable. For it was there was like a planet like Earth had the same conditions, but around 3 to 2 billion years ago, Earth's atmosphere, Mars' atmosphere started to be faded away, became was blown
Well,
apart.
well, see, Swedish, since you know a lot of astronomy and space stuff, maybe you should take up being an astronomer years ago.
While I would, if there was any course in the school for that, and I would, but unfortunately, since I didn't had enough, if I want to go to like a university or anything, I wouldn't have been accepted in because I didn't even have the grades for that. In fact, most of the knowledge that I had is something I've read over the years. And I have seen a lot of astronomy shows on TV and
Did you
even
see
on read
me?
online and even
No,
from books. But here's none of that. Some of the books that we
sounding
have
great.
about
What history
astronomy,
is that?
I mean, consider from this.
Well, I got
A lot
this,
of it, I mean, consider from this. A lot of astronomy books that we had,
and I got this,
which
and
would have
this one's
been
something I haven't written yet.
would have been updated.
I might have to taste them both to see which one I want. Which one do you think you would want?
The left hand with the spoon.
Right
What?
hand with the spoon? I just
He
gave
wants
it
his left hand to be a spoon.
Oh, this is.
Sugar cheeky.
All right, let's see if I remember how to do this.
I was thinking of watching some olives. You know.
We'll have to fix that, won't we? Technically good though.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I've done this trick.
John Lennon cat.
Nah, forget it. Oh, by the way, this is a very important moment in the history of me because
I was about to ask.
we
what
got
was
me
that?
Mario.
I was about to ask, where's that big bumblebee ball right next to you?
Don't worry about it. Mario just became a bee. Don't ask why. This game is great.
Well, Mario, you better behave.
Wow, that pump was so bad.
Or Malachi will kiss your ass.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll give you a good rub. Man, this bee
Huh.
needs to shave. Seriously, I had to do something about that lady. No one likes a bearded lady. Unless they're in a circus. And then they do.
Have you guys ever heard of a supposed a man from a country that doesn't exist?
I don't know, but say it with me now, everyone. Oh, bee! The start of a classic. The start of a
Hey,
classic.
game guy, guys. Me and my uncle are
What?
about to do some NASCAR 2009. If you two want to watch,
I have a historical look at the start of a bee going on my screen, and you're just like, Mario Kart 0.5. That's right, it was so bad it was worse than Mario Kart.
Have you guys ever seen or ever heard of a man from a country that doesn't exist?
Hard to say.
Have you heard the man from Torrent?
Wait. Do you mean about that story about that one guy that went on a train station and when they checked his ticket, he came from a place that didn't exist?
Bingo.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, just looking at the page of that, like, I mean, this official told this man that the country doesn't exist, but he presented them with a password issued by non-existent country of Tourette, I believe, which also shows its stems of cooperating his previous business travels to Japan and others. Yet, when they called the company, he said that was having meeting with the man, they said that they never heard of him or his company even before the moment. They reserved the hotel reservation for him. Um, he was reserved a hotel room, but there was no such person there, and a bank enlisted his checkbook appeared to not exist. So when a custom official showed him a world map and pointed at the tiny country of Andorra, which is real, the man became irate, saying that Andorra didn't exist, but right there where his country was supposed to have been, because he told them that his country existed for 1,000 years, and he was detained by the customs, taken to a nearby hotel for the night while the officials tried to figure out what was going on. The following morning, the man from Tarrant was completely vanished from his hotel room, even when he had been guarded by the immigration officials all night long outside the room. And makes it matters worse, all of his personal documents, including his passport, driving license issued, also Misters vanished from the airport secure locker room with no indication of how he achieved this strange escape. And it is strange though. The man was described to be neatly dressed, middle-aged Caucasian man. His primary language was French, yet spoke in Japanese and uttered several languages. And in his wallet, there was various currencies from various European countries, which verified his frequent flyer tendencies. It's another as um, another possible explanations. One, interdimensional interlooper. Two, he had a fake passport. Two, and three, his passport was misspelled. Or four, there was an error on his passport. So, and despite the story of this, in 1954, a passport check in Japan alleged to have produced a man with papers issued to the nation of Tarret. Many of the details in the current telling that derive from either from a known earlier source or likely have been added to the story of many retellings. In 2020,
Oh,
users of 14 Times Forum uncovered what appears to be an earlier and more complete version of the story. Prior to July 1960, a man named John Allen Sergris was arrested in Tokyo. He claimed to be a neutralized citizen of Ethiopia, was but born in Tahrir and used a passport issued Tamarasut, the capital of independent sovereign state of Tahrir. Could this be misspelled at the source of like Turan? This passport letter using the Latin alphabet, but it's not written in any known language. So it also states that his claimed homeland was obviously a fake. He was one time linked to CIA, and the nature of his crime and trial appears to render him a stateless person, allowed him to enter Japan but not legally allowed him to live a self-styled American due to his instance being from Tibet. Japan could not deport him because identifying the person's nationality or equal state related membership for a legal deportation, which so yeah, if this guy is really from a country that doesn't exist, well, it's not unlikely. Considering that throughout the entire history, there have been many countries that by many names and eventually ceased to exist and became something else. Like say, like um, one state in the U.S. actually, before it became accepted, admitted in um, to the states, to the Union, actually were its own kingdom or its own country. That was actually Republic of Texas, when they were declaring themselves independent from Mexico. Where Texas chose to be as independent. But it didn't last long though. I believe it was around to mid 1800s when the U.S. government decided to annex the republic, and only about a year later, they were a state of the America. So that was probably the shortest long-lived state, or as an independent country. Similar to as Hawaii. Before they were even part of the United States, they were actually a kingdom. They were only their own country.
Hmm.
And this the same thing is for my country, though. The lowest part of the country was well along with some of the part of the west coast used to belong to Denmark. But after I believe it was around mid 1600s, we managed to buy those areas, those land, the part of the land back to us after a peace treaty. And I'll tell you though, that was not a big disaster. But then 1809, after we lost Finland to Russia, okay, that was a lot of chocolate, Mario.
Yeah, but what were you gonna say?
Hmm?
What were you gonna say?
I didn't say anything.
No, you were going to say something, and then
No, I said that was chocolate Mario.
before that.
Well, I mean, say a little um about the story about this man
Yeah.
that if his story does the country doesn't exist. Well, it's possible his country could have existed, but no longer existed by the name, which actually is not impossible because the country as in Africa known as Zimbabwe has not always been named Zimbabwe. It used to have a different name. And as many countries around the world, some had different names, and as they were, I mean, also that like as many countries only was short existent, like Texas. It once before it became part of the Union, it was on. There was part. They would used to belong to Mexico, but they declared themselves and they declared themselves independent, and they declared themselves as Republic of Texas, which meant as an independent state, an independent country. But that didn't last long. I believe it was around 1840s or 50s, something like that. I believe when they were annexed by the U.S. government, and only about 1 year later they were admitted into this to Union as a state. Same thing as for Hawaii. Before they joined in the in America in the I believe it was the 1950s, they were actually its own independent kingdom. They even had kings and queens and all that. But U.S. government they actually sieged the islands for some reason. I don't remember exactly what though. And it's like after World War II, Germany. Before then, Germany was his own country. But after the war was over, the country was divided into two, West and East Germany. One part was belonged to the Americans and others, while the other part belonged to Russia. That was the hands, but they built this iron wall. And until like after 1989, after the wall was completely gone, both East and West Germany rejoined as Germany. So in the story of this about this Tarot man, it's actually not indicating that this man could actually be from a country that no longer existed. I mean, throughout the entire history, there have been many kingdoms, many countries that has different names. It could have been war, it could have been disaster, eventually, or they could have been taken over by a complete different nation, um, or something like it. Sometimes even the also self-claimed nation only lasts for a short time before being annexed or sieged by another country. And especially like say like in 1800s until 1945, many countries in Africa belong to the most major European powers like Germany, uh, England, and France. They had a lot of colonies, which they had, and after the Second World War, a lot of those countries actually became independent. Since well, except for one of those, only one country that was never conquered by Europeans was Ethiopia. The rest of the countries in Africa was easily conquered, but not Ethiopia. They were not even conquered for some reason. Because even back then, Europeans they didn't believe that Africans was not even smart enough or even so civilized, been able to even stabilize their own, high standing cultures like major cities and even so like that. Because behind the 1800s, they believed that they were so primitive because a lot of Africans who lived in the deep jungles, like the Maasai warriors and all that, some of them still lives as they were doing this the Stone Age, and that was the reason they believed that the Africans didn't even have any sort of high. They didn't even had the mindset of creating a such advanced culture by any ways. But when they found Great City of Zimbabwe, that proved them pretty much wrong because that city lasted for many many years, and they even had trade connection with Egypt and even as far east. So, and as many countries around in the story of the man, it's possible he could have been from one country that doesn't even exist anymore. But then, as his story hands that he vanished from the hotel room, even despite having customs officials guard the door outside his room all night, and including his all his documents was completely gone from the customs secured storage unit. How that even possible? Is I mean, what if this man was from a different dimension and all that just suddenly gone or something? It's even had this documents or has passport had a misspelled. It is not unlikely though. It's a very likely that could not be one of the reasons. But despite that, I mean, how if that person did know the passport has misspelled the country's name, it's not impossible. But it doesn't would make sense though how suddenly all his documents and all that himself vanished without a trace. Especially when he had guards outside of the hotel room, and that his documents was stored in a secure area at the airport. It doesn't even make sense. I mean, it's not like if he then of course I don't think he was like in the ground level hotel that he can easily sneak out of the window. But if he was like say the fourth or sixth floor up, it's very unlikely he just open a window, jump down, and survive. It's very difficult to do that unless he managed to climb along the building's wall outside. But it's hard to say from that. And even if he managed to escape from the hotel, it's also another thing that how he managed to sneak in the airport, especially in the secured area, to find his documents. Considering that not only that, I mean, considering that how the system works, they have plenty of boxes that contained documents from multiple people, and I don't know if they're mark each boxes with certain ID number or something. If the man managed to get in there, he had to be looking for all the boxes in order to find his own, unless he could somehow, unless the boxes was see-through, transparent that you can easily just look through it. But then I don't know. I heard a story before, but be honest, I think it's just like what an urban legend. It's just only that someone came up with a story and that it doesn't actually happen. But then there is a similar story where um, early 1900s, Australia, in Sydney, a man was found on the beach dead, well dressed. But here's the thing about it: he didn't have any sort of ID at all. His wallet and all that, his ID papers were completely gone. But they managed to track him to a certain hotel. And normally at the time, people could have in their shirts or suit could have a name tag. But for some reason, that name tag had been cut off, can have been cut by scissors out from it. And they found a piece of paper that was a reference to a certain book. I don't remember exactly which book it was, but it was a rare book. They managed to track down a copy of the book, so it's really strange. And to even this day, no one knows exactly who this man is or what happened to him. How he ended up died, and that he was found on the beach, and like what his name were, what he was from, since there was nothing that could tie them to anything like it. Like without any certain documentation like ID or and this was before fingerprints database even existed. If that happened to this day, probably would have been easier to have been tracked down, but back then, not as much easier. Up, be right back.
All right. Well, my thoughts are, even if it is an urban legend, it's definitely one of the most interesting urban legends out there. I mean, just the thought of some guy showing at a train station, giving you this idea or whatever, and it's like, well, the place doesn't actually exist. I mean, like you said, there's all kinds of reasons why that could have happened. The printing error, it was a place, and then it didn't. Then it stopped existing, like because it just existed at some point and then stopped. Maybe it was a place that existed way back when, or whatever. There's a ton of reasons why it could have happened. But the most interesting to me is definitely he came from another universe. Like, that idea is just absolutely terrifying. And what I find the most interesting is the fact that is the idea that he might have known. Because I heard like when I heard the story, I looked at the comments with because I learned it from YouTube. Big shocker there. I find most of the things I know from YouTube. But I mean, my point is, I looked at the comments about that specific thing, and people like telling or sharing their opinions of what they thought. They're like, oh, maybe he was just an insane guy that managed to have a fake thing. Maybe he was trying to fool everybody. Maybe he was trying to just be on the run or something like that. But one of the most interesting I found, I don't know if it's still there or not. I mean, the video is like 6 years old and they would have deleted it, or it's just lost in the sea of comments. But one of the most interesting I remember was one of them said maybe the guy knew he was from another universe and decided to use that to his advantage to get out of stuff like paying the train or being or get out of some relationship he was in his world, or just to fool everybody that was in this world. Or maybe he did it to show that alternate realities do exist. And once people learned that, he just left. Or once he thought people learned that, he left. But since people are like split on what they think about it, they didn't actually learn anything. He just probably thought they did and just left it at that. That's what I think. Personally, though, I think it's just a very interesting legend. Whether it's real or not, I'm not sure, but I know a lot of people that think it's not a joke, but I know a lot of people who think it's just an old legend. I know a lot of people who think it's just a story that somebody made up. Well, I've seen a lot of people like that. I don't know them, but in the comments, a couple of them were like very split about what they thought. But yeah, basically, I think it's just a cool idea. Yeah. Sorry. I just think it's a cool story. It's a terrifying idea to have someone from another universe come to our universe. Just the idea of parallel universes is very interesting to me. I could talk about parallel universes all day long. Ironic considering I'm playing Mario 64. If you know, you know, but actually, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that for a second. One of my favorite parallel universe theories that I've seen, it is just one of my favorites because it's such a unique and cool idea. It would never actually happen, but it's such a cool little thing that I have to say it. People saying that mirrors show an alternate universe. I love that idea. I don't know why. It's one of those things where I hear it a lot, or I like read about it online a lot, and I'm like, that's such a cool idea, and like maybe it's right and stuff like that. Because if you're gonna talk weird, mirrors are normally up there. Mirrors are pretty weird, to be honest. They reflect anything that you put in front of them. And if you put like a letter in front of them, the letter would be reversed. So you'll have like an opposite L, an opposite P, an opposite R, opposite M. Although M isn't really a letter that can be reflected because it's one of those letters that can't be reflected. But those that can are pretty cool to look at. And I'll be honest, I kind of believe in that idea that a mirror is a look into another universe, or there's another, or essentially there's another you. What the universe is like, well, that's up for debate. A lot of people are very split on what that world would actually be like, including myself. Because I know a lot of, I've heard many stories online where people are like, it's basically just our world, except where everything would be reversed. So like, South America and North America would be in the same location, but they would be on the right of the globe instead of the left. The seasons are reversed. So like, it's usually spring. It's usually spring, spring, summer, fall, and winter. But then in this weird alternate reality, it's winter, fall, spring, and summer, and then spring. Which, gonna be honest, that actually does make a little bit more sense. It goes from cold to a bit warmer, and then it gets really hot, and then it cools down again and it cools down again, so that winter can start normally. Another part would be like, numbers are also reversed, so highest is low and lowest is high. So one would be at the end of the number line, while like a million would be up at the top, like where you start. And other stuff like video game consoles go reverse too. So it starts with the Switch for Nintendo, and then it goes backwards until it gets to the NES. Or opposite could literally also mean like opposite, like Nintendo failed at making video games. Like after the first voice on it.
Boy. My stomach is funny for me right at the moment. Hush.
Apparently, my ponderings of an alternate reality made your stomach hurt.
Well, kinda.
I mean, what do you think about that idea? That mirrors somehow house another universe inside of them.
You mean like a mirror, like a parallel world or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, well, the concept idea isn't like a new. Um, well, it's intriguing. I can't get that much. But the idea was like a mirror world or a mirror universe. It's the concept is not much new within sci-fi, like in Star Trek. That was pretty much known in the 60s when the show was made. Especially one of the characters like Spock, his evil counterpart has what would be his evil twin. Okay, that's as you're saying, has an evil twin. Does they supposed to have a mustache and all that? Well, he did. But Mirror World, well, it's intriguing, but it's a lot of things like there would be questions like, what was the much difference compared to that one? Like, how very different is that world from mine? Let's say, like, I mean, what if like in this mirror universe. I mean, what if I haven't actually met Five Artists and I'm with someone else, and or I don't even have no idea. But the mirror universe, well, it's intriguing, but at the same time, it's like if there would have been based on the same concept for as Star Trek Mirror Universe, everyone there is our evil opposite. So who knows? Maybe I mean, what if what how evil we are and what type of evil things we have been doing? I mean, like say if Kubo is a Canadian warlord taking over his country or something. I mean, it's very difficult to say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean,
I
we
mean, I
have
don't
seen
know.
a
I don't know
lot.
if you heard about what I don't know if you heard what I said about the idea of the video.
I don't think so.
Basically, I just talked about like ideas I saw online and stuff like that, like how literally everything is opposite, like opposite genders and opposite stuff, or stuff like
Well,
the seasons being opposite,
yeah, that might be
as in they go
something.
the opposite.
Yeah, it's like in Futurama where they travel to this other mirror universe where Bender, which is in the main universe, he is made of just pure metal, but in his other universe where um, he was made of gold, not just regular metal. And the body's color, the hair color was opposite for the humans, especially Fry, which is was had orange hair, what was like ginger. I believe he was had black hair is an opposite. And I believe it was one oh that reminds me of that show. That reminds me there's this creature or this alien had this ability to change any other alien's gender to the opposite gender. Like say if you and Roy, me, um Malakat was in one place and this alien showed up, he would have transformed us to women, not guys. And the girls would have been into these guys. So that would have been a little bit weird.
Well, when I say mirror universe, I literally mean a universe within a mirror.
Ah, um, then I have no idea.
Because it's like when you look in a mirror, you see yourself, right? And I
Yeah,
always
that's
thought
true.
for the longest time, I was like, what if that me that I'm seeing in this mirror is another me from another world that just so happens to only be seen if I'm seeing the reflection of something, if that makes sense. And then I'm like, this other me haven't had the same life as me? Is it better than mine? Is it worse than mine? Does he even have a life? Does he stop existing after I go away from the mirror? Or is he only confounded to that one space? It always just boggled my mind.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean,
Oh,
considering, I mean, it's possible. I mean, if we were, I mean, if we seeing as ourselves in a mirror, and that the other one that's our mirror is actually is our opposite or our mirror version, and they are unaware that we that the same as they are looking at the same mirror image, they don't know if that's actually another real person. But I mean, what if they were I mean, if that's true, we wouldn't been aware of that.
Oh. Oh. Alright, well, my dad's here, apparently, to fix the door handle. To my cousin's room. So, that's gonna be fun. Which is just a guest room, whatever. Hopefully he'll just curse inanely instead of just cursing out loud. Yeah, going back to the mirror universe thing, yeah, that was just always an idea I had. But I don't know. Either way, it's just something I pondered for the longest time. But I think that Barrios going on the list. And then I got my headphones on, so I'm gonna look. Oh, it's not really taking long. I'm on 10 pieces, so great. Yeah. I need this. See this. You can put in some seeds if you want a Swedish. Well, I'm going to put 227 on this list. And then I'm going to get rid of 226. It begins. All right, 12, 4, 5, 5, back. 12, 5, 4, 4. Let me just make sure it's not already on here. Because we ran into that problem last time we did this.
True.
I mean, if they're already on there, I mean, I don't want to do them again because it's not as fun if I know where to go. Doesn't look like a type. 12. 5, that's 2 4s. First ray, oh gee. I can't take this Mario seriously. Right. The cap stays the same. So last one was 20 only because I like that Mario. So I guess this one would be 10. Got it. Yeah, I saw that star. I also see that toad, but are you going? Nope. which means it was green. Purple and green. That sounds familiar. It's probably something down here. That made sense. All right. So while I'm going through this star, what did you think of Galaxy?
That was a pretty good game.
Yeah, it's a very interesting. Well, I can't really say series. It's only 2 games. One of which I don't have because it broke a long time ago, but oh geez, that green coin is over the edge and it's gonna be annoying to get. Yep, that makes about as much sense. Is there anything else? Cool. Alright, I guess I'm not getting the right coins in that area then. Green coins. Whatever. Oh. Well, I could get the easy star, but I'm a glutton for punishment. And, I mean, honestly, that's not too far away, so I think. Actually, what was that? Oh, it's over there. Got it. It was a pretty awesome star catch, all things considered. Well, also reading that sign, I could tell what the star was. So, you got any stories you're working on?
Not really. Not today, at least.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how long I'm gonna make this stream. Alright, I double jumped and it didn't show me double jumping into Docks. I just stepped on the metal cat switch, apparently. Yep, that's definitely the metal cat switch. I don't know what the heck happened with that camera there, but okay. Wait! Yep, you're definitely looking towards the bomb cane, alright. I know it's called Big Bomb, it might as well be called King Bomb. Alright. That's 5. You know what, since I wanted to since I also want to show off another game that I absolutely love because it's completely ridiculous. I'll just quickly plow through the seeds you put. So that means one star speed one round. Let's go. Next.
It's a Mario.
It is. That level was not compatible for one star speed run round. Neither was that. There we go. And of course, I have to pick the longest. Thank you for not spawning in some completely ridiculous area. Big 1-4, huh? What's on here?
Okay, that was a different Mario.
Well,
That's Strawberry Mario.
that fish definitely wanted a big chomp out of that strawberry. Alright, one star speed run round still going. Yeah, sure, I'll put him on the list. Two 541. Oops. Oh well. Well, we've got Alienario. Look at this guy. He's great. Finally, the ultimate Earth Mario. Like, he literally could not look more like Earth if he tried. Malachite would be proud.
Yep. Where did even he go?
I have no idea. I think he had to do something with his uncle. Oh, this box is annoying. I mean, what kind of question this is? Of course I'm keeping this. Oh, I'm putting it on the list, but I'm not keeping it. No, I don't know. Next. 584. Ah, yes. His Mario's great, by the way. This might be the one. This may be the one star speed run round, but I can at least appreciate these odd Marios that I'm getting. Perfect. All right, now where are all the stars? not down there. I hate TikTok. I also hate TikTok, but that's besides the point. Come on. Oh my god! Excuse me. That was rude. Ugh. Fucking TikTok clock. Usually it's so easy to get a star in that area, but apparently that he posed said no. Oh well. That'll do. Alright, next. $12, 4, 5, 8. Let me just make sure that's not already on here. And yeah, I know that's not how it's pronounced, but that's how I pronounce it. Worthy of the 1 star then. Oh! Oh!
Okay, what did you do?
I think your seed broke the game.
That would have been the,
That
would have been the,
was a super crash. All right,
that would have been the first.
hold on. Let me just try that again. Let's get that another try, shall we? Take 2. I don't think it liked me spawning in that area. I think that's what the problem was. That's weird. Alright, I'm not sure what happened, but it broke. And then I fixed it, because that's how good I am at this game. Alright, well that gave me a scare. Alright, 1 heart attack later. Well, that is officially the end of 1 star of the 1 star speedrun round. I hope you enjoyed that. And now we're back to reality. A, because that was going to be the last seed anyway, and B, because it did that in the first place. Well, the last seed I was going to do the 1 star speedrun round. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It just broke on me. So that Goomba just kicked me right off the edge.
Yo, I'll see you soon, bro.
Hold on. Okay, now. What are a couple of these? Seriously? A couple easy stars I can get here. That's only like the third time I've seen that game crash error too. The first time
Yeah.
was when we did the quadruple nines. The
Yeah,
second
I
time
hadn't
was
even
on
seen.
my own.
Yeah, I hadn't even seen the game crash that bad.
Yeah, that wasn't even the game. I'm pretty sure that was the console. And again, I've only seen that like three times. The first time was the four nines you once gave me, and then it just completely broke the game. And the second time was on my own. I was just playing it, and then it just broke on me. And it was I believe it was Dar Dogs was the level I saw the second crash of that nature. I also swear to God, Mario lost his face when it happened. So I'm not sure what was up with that.
Hmm.
Although it was hard to tell, I thought I saw his face disappear.
Yep.
Alright, now where's... There it is. On the other side. Let's do it. And then after these last two seeds, well, this one and then the last two. I'm not doing this one. Mario, you go into your fiery corner. Swedish.
Hmm?
Have you ever heard of the rabbits?
The rabbits? Those crazy white rabbits?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, guess what?
They
They had a crossover game with Mario, and it actually isn't that bad.
Hmm.
Two. they had 2 crossover games with Mario. And both of them involve Mario and them wielding guns. They're not real guns, but they're still guns. It's the dumbest thing in the world, but it's absolutely hilarious. I'm not gonna do this. I want 5 stars, and I'm gonna have to get the 5th star from Lethal Lava Land. I shall show you the game after I finish these seeds. I should only have like 2 left after this. Assuming I don't game over first. Go to Shifting Sandland. Maybe I can get an easier start there. Or I guess what Dry World 2 works because this is a start right there. I'm not even talking right at this point. I don't know. Oh, whoops. That's fine. I can just shut up. Alright, I'll put 325 on here. 325. Next, 6589. I'm assuming that's not already on here. Nope. Alright. And it starts with Pumpkin Mario. Well, Pumpkin Head Mario. Hey, that's not right. This is the actual music that's supposed to be playing in this hub world. I'm gonna rip off a 1 slider. Alright, I thought for a second it crashed. Again. Well, I did say I wanted slider. This also has the right music. What is going on with this game? There
Hard to
we go.
say.
Alright, there we go. Which is a little weird that the first floor got the right music and TikTok clock. And I couldn't see for a second there because this camera kind of sucks. Of course, I had to do something stupid to get those. No, I'm super paranoid. It's gonna crash again. Uh, seriously. All right, is there a metal caps block somewhere around here that isn't impossible to get? Oh, that's gonna have to do, I guess. That's what one of the red coins would be in the original game. Original gamers. I mean, this is the original game. Everything was just in random spots. That would be in the water in the actual game, I'm pretty sure. Ow. Alright, that's 3. Oh, right. I suck at TikTok clock. I forgot. Alright, take me to wherever Rainbow Ride takes me. Okay, take me to wherever Green Bar over the Rainbow takes me. Okay, that's weird. I forget if that's actually Star 5 or not. Well, it would have kind of been in that area. You're technically right. Well, I probably should have gotten that star instead, but this one works too. Yeah, sure, I'll put this one on the list too. Alright, last seed. And I forgot to save it. Cool. Last seed, and then you can witness Bar plus Rabbit. Because why not? Last seed of the day. 556. Is that on here? Pretty sure it's not. Hope it's not. Alright, cool. That's the first 500 seed we've gotten so far. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Alright. What an ending. What an ending, Mario. We got. Alright, now we just need to get 5 stars. I don't want to get the red coin star here. I'll just kill Mario. That's not my baby because apparently I know what it looks like. don't know how that penguin mom can lose her baby and then not. It's just weird. Yo. Alright, where is he gonna spawn it? Oh, that's not so far away. Thank you for not spawning that star like 30 miles away, by the way. Just for the lols. Take it, baby. I'm not gonna get star 2, but I do want to know where this would have landed. Yeah, I'll take star 5. Well, star 5 is of course anyway. I still need 4 more stars. Huh. The right music. Alright, now, where are the stars? Oh, there's one of them. Ow. I just got attacked by a hand. Some level. Oh, I might be dead. What? Dude! What? That's okay. Alright. Okay. Awesome. Epic. Amazing. Spectacular. Fantastic. Just blew me right off the edge. Oh my god. What was that, dude? I will kick this game's ass if I have to with the ass it doesn't have. Thank you. I guess I can find out where Bowser and the Lava Sea goes. Wherever that goes, I have no idea. Mario. Alright, where's star 1? That's star 6. But I need the first. There it is. Alright. Free star! Oh, not gonna do that. Oh! Maybe it's not as free as I thought it was. Please pick that, thank you. I'm gonna not add that to the collection. And now we do the other game I had. Hold on. Randomizer off. Get later.
Man, I'm so tired.
I know I don't have it in here. Mario Maker in here, right? Right. Cool. Just amazing. Let's get Mario Maker out. Put this spectacular disaster in instead. All right. Now we get to witness this. But first, we were playing because obviously there's going to be some health complications by playing video games. That's clearly how that works. Powered by Snowdrop. This game. Maybe later. Actually, you know what? You want me to do a new? You want me to do a new file, Swedish?
Huh?
You want me to do a new file, or?
It's up to you.
You can get the general gist of this spectacularness if I just continue off where I was. This is one of my favorite games. Oh my god. Put the thing back a little bit. It's not showing up as well as it would if it was the randomizer, which is kind of ironic. It's being a little shy. There it goes. Now it's showing up. Oh my goodness. So, let's get these out of the way. That's not the right button. That's the right button. There we go. Yep. Zeros, you look great, by the way. You look great. You look awesome. You look excellent. I don't think I need to. Actually, yes, I do. I think I do something real quick. Do that. And I'm going to do this. There we go. I'll just ignore that, and then we'll get to the part where I said this is actually another challenge that I was in the middle of doing on my own just to see if I could. We'll get to Barrendale Mesa. Right after I go to Pallet Prime. Because I have to kick the shit out of one, actually. Is it a depleter? I forget what it is. A big boss, basically. You'll see what it is once it loads. And then you'll get to experience the relative oddness of this wonderful disaster piece that I'm playing right now. Right, so the way I have to go is that way. Alright, get up that thingy, my bobber. Go through those bushes. That's clearly how that works. Do I have enough sparks for this guy, dude? Don't worry, Swedish. I'm about to give you a giant surprise. That's what the game just said. You'll fight me. Roar! I have a really messy hair for some reason. I should probably go get a haircut somewhere. And then it had to load again because this game is good. It is a good game, though. It's really good. Oh, I get to defeat a giant depleted. Now, tell me something. What is this guy's deal? Oversized and aggressive opponent that gets in close and restores some of its health at the expense of its opponents with each successful assault. Oh boy. It's gonna be fun. Right, let's see what I can do here. You hold on to that thingamabobber. I always forget what those things are called. I can't even go that way. Well, I guess I'm gonna hide here for now. Right. Oh, by the way, this is a turn-based RPG. So this might take a while. Come on, really? Do you mean goose? Or ooze, not goose? Yeah, sure. Oops. Oh, that definitely did some damage. Alright. Alright, everyone's in a pretty good spot. Except for you. I don't want the ooze. Never get sick of that animation, it's great. Alright, let's see here. I mean, yeah, sure. Punch that air out, Mario.
Huh. That's a big rabbit.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing makes sense in this game. Well, that tells you what it's gonna. Let's think about this for a second. Who has? Yeah. Right. I'll be fine if I go into the swing of things, right?
Hmm?
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of this portal. Excellent. All right. Let's see here. Right. Yep. Really? Why didn't he attack? I guess Mario was so far away. So. Right. Alright, what effect is... Oh, he doesn't have any. He has the pain effect, obviously. Hmm.
Are you playing something?
I am playing something.
If you are, I don't see it yet.
Oh, whoops. I must have accidentally pressed the wrong button. But with technology and all that... Oh, I can't even hit him from here. Got him! Alright, no one needs to heal yet, so I think I'll be okay. Wait, what did that do? Oh, I see. It stopped him from doing the effect. Please kill it. Thank you. I love that. I don't know why. Just in case. Look at these. Alright, what's his move? To do a crap ton of damage. That's what it was. Let's grab a page. Right. Oh, that was her last. Never mind, then you go. You go on the front line to have Mario. Wait. Let's see here. Hmm. So, what do you think of this disaster piece I'm playing right now?
It's interesting game.
Yeah, this boss wasn't so long. Alright, back to one scene for me. Alright, let's see here. Let's heal. Let's see here. Um, and nobody moves. Except for that guy. Alright, can somebody please kill this thing? At least he can't attack us. Alright, next turn he should be dead. Alright, let's do it. Nice. Alright, cool. That took forever. And now I never have to do that again. Until I do the Mario part of the challenge, in which case I do have to do it again. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I might leave soon anyway, since my parents are getting bed and so are I.
Alright. To strum the guitar. But, yeah, I guess I can end it here then. Well, I'm not sure what time it's on. Go too big, but I'm not sure. I guess I can do it for a little while longer. Next. Arendelle Mesa. Let's do it. Or Mesa. Don't really know. Love that elegant voice he's got. It's great. Again. We'll be fine. We're just gonna jump off a spaceship. Also, how can people jump if he can fly? No, whatever. Luigi went before Mario?
Well, time for me to go. So
Alright.
see ya.
Alright, see ya. Hope you have the rest of the night, though. Not sure if I want to keep stream going or not. I'm not sure. Haven't figured it out. At least Mario made it pretty okay. Right. I think I am going to actually end the stream. But I thought that was a pretty good time with the amount of games that we played. I played. So, yeah. That's it for the stream. I wasn't planning on making it this I wasn't planning on making it this ridiculously long, well, not long, but ridiculously high amount of games. It only saw the score, so it's not like it's on my face. But until the next time I stream, which will be, I'm not sure. I only did this because I was bored. But yeah, see you guys when I stream next, which who knows what that'll be. It might not be this again. I mean, like, this ridiculous amount of games. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye. And goodbye.